もしもし。もしもし。大丈夫もしもし。はい、元気。はい。こんばんは。こんにちは。おはよう。全部。みんな元気 ?How are you? ちょっと待ってね。よいしょ。見えるかな ?Can you see me? 大丈夫うん。ちょっと待ってね。Lala! Hey, hey, hi, you're here? Zaito, you're here? Can see, who else is here? Zaito and Lala. Hechi, good evening. こんばんは. To you? Zaito, let me see. Well enough. Zaito's well enough. Oh, I see. 2 more days. And okay, you get to enjoy your holidays. Great, wonderful. Alonso, hello. Good morning to you. Ohayo to you. Good to see you. And who else is here? Lala drowning because of college. Oh, I see. You gotta do a lot of college work to do, Lala. Oh, don't push yourself too much, okay? Lilibet, hello, you're here. Andrew, you're here too. Hello, konbanwa to you. Must be late for you. I know this. Don't push yourself, okay, Andrew? And Lala says hi to everyone. Excellent. Good one. So all the big names are here. Good. Excellent. So. Let me just fix my screens. I need to make it super small so I can see things. Patrick, you're here. こんばんは to you. こんばんは。元気大丈夫 And let me just get my manga ready here. Let me just open this. Yuffie. Okay, Yuffie's doing her job. And so let's do today's page here. As you can see right here. Okay. We're gonna start from here. Let's see what she's in the trash, okay, or rubbish bin. Here. She's comfortable, I guess. Let me see. So that's that. Let me just adjust my screen. And let me see. Andrew, I had a rough couple of days and I had to sleep during daytime. Okay, you're fully ready. Okay, good, Andrew. Yeah, I hope your sleep pattern goes back to normal though. You don't want to like stay up too late. Okay, and your health, your sleep is important. Okay, so let me just adjust my things and I have my notes here. Okay, we go. I'm a bit slow. Sorry. Trying to adjust it. Okay, so here, so we're gonna start from here, but we finished with kokorogurushi. Okay, so we finished. That's when. Here we go. Yeah, so the band was getting paid. I mean, they actually did get paid. And Bocchi-chan was excited to get 1,000,000 yen, 10,000 yen. And she was like wondering, what shall I use it for? I got this much money. I can buy maybe the things I wanted. But then she had to give the money to the band. Okay. And Nijika-chan's Nijika-chan says, 私だって心苦しいんだよ. Of course, it doesn't feel good to, take the money. So like, it hurts me too. She doesn't feel good about it too. She feels sorry about that. But they're working here, just because of this. They need to raise money for the band and to have shows it is really expensive, to have a band. I mean, I've played in bands in my life so many times, and it is always expensive to book, like, rehearsal rooms, recording studios. It just costs so much money to be in a band. And imagine, like, them being high school students, and they don't like have a full-time job or anything. Not even like, okay, they have a part-time job here, but normally, high school students don't like work. So, working here and getting paid, like getting like 10,000 yen, that's a lot of money, for a high school student. Unless you are like a rich kid, you don't have to work, you get pocket money, it's easy. But yeah, it is expensive to be in a band. Yeah, I had to work, part-time, as well as like, studying full-time, at university, to pay for rehearsals and everything. So I understand this. Anyway, let's go to the spec. Let me just double check with the screen right here. I go. So we're gonna start from here. Bocchi-chan, in the trash can or rubbish bin. And Ryo-san, looking at her. Okay, let's see. So notes, start from here. So I'm gonna go from here. Okay. So そういえばライブのノルマのためにバイトしてるんだった。Okay. She's saying that to herself. She's just thinking. She didn't vocalize it. She's saying, そういえばライブのノルマのためにバイトしてるんだった。Okay? そういえばライブのノルマのため。So we had そういえば so many times, and you keep seeing this today too. Seems like the author likes to use this word a lot. そういえば, of course, it has like a few different meanings. Before it was like, by the way, speaking of which. But since, Bocchi-chan's thinking, and then previously it was like about, getting paid, making money, earning money and giving, to the band. So connected to that. そういえば, so speaking of which, but like speaking of like earning money, speaking of, making money, speaking of working. Okay, so it's not just like by the way in this case, but it's more like speaking of, money. Speaking of which, or it could mean like come to think of it, or if I think about this situation, ライブの so shows like concerts, ライブのノルマ like quarters, ライブのノルマのため so we had ため before like for ライブのノルマ so for the purpose of ライブのノルマ so they need to cover costs, to perform. You need to like pay to play. This is like pay to play. A lot of bands do that, like especially if you are new, you don't have like a booking agent or anything. You have to pay the venue to play, pay to play. So you need to raise money, if you're in a band. So ライブのノルマのために so raising money to cover the costs for shows. バイトしてる so バイトする is to work like part-time. so バイトしてるんだった、バイトしてるんだった so、そういえばライブのノルマのためにバイトしてるんだった so、this is more like let me see. The reason why I'm doing this is like because of, because we need to raise money for shows. That's the nuance. Okay? バイトしてるんだった。Let's see. And here. Okay. まあ、ここでバイトするだけで、毎月のライブ代は稼げるんだし、いいか。And this is、北ちゃんbeing upset. A bit upset. アルバム作るのってそんなにお金かかるんですか？Guess let's go from here. So, Ma. This is, Ma is actually, part of まあいいか。まあいいか。Oh, well. Can't help it. That's what it is. まあいいか。That's okay. まあいいか。ここでバイトするだけで毎月のライブ代は稼げるんだし、いいか。That's okay. Oh well, it's fine. Why is that? She mentions why. ここでバイトする。ここ、here, this place. ちょっと待ってね。よいしょ。バイトするだけ only バイトするだけ so only working here part-time でだけで by doing this 毎月のライブ代 so 毎月 is every month okay and ライブ代 in this case is more like a cost. So cost, for the shows, cost for like booking shows. 毎月 so every month. So like monthly, like coverage for shows は稼げる is from 稼ぐ is to earn, like, earn money 稼ぐ So you work and earn money as 稼ぐ and she says 稼げる So that's potential 毎月のライブ代は稼げるんだし So 稼ぐ We can earn or I can earn or I can make money for, 毎月のライブ代 So like, like the cost of like what cost of booking, a monthly booking は稼げるんだし、いいか。So that's okay. Because just by working here, I can make enough money, for the band to perform every month. My God, that's okay. Oh well, I can't help it. It's okay. And let me see. So this まあいいか. Normally we just say まあいいか, but in this case, it's sandwiched. Let me see. Okay. So まあ normally まあいいか. Oh well, it's okay. It's all right then. So and then she just mentions, she states the reason here. ここで up to 稼げるんだし normally she for listing reasons but of course she's not listing a lot of reasons she just only lists one 毎月のライブ代は稼げるんだしいっか well oh well what can I say like what アルバム作るのってそんなにお金かかるんですか Okay. So, like what? アルバム album? Of course, recording album, like making an album. アルバム作ること Nounify. Of course, アルバムを作るの So, アルバムを作ること So, for making an album のってそんなに that much お金かかるんですか Let's see. So, normally it's お金がかかる to talk about how much money it costs. Okay? So, as usual, like, in the manga, characters don't really say ga sometimes because sometimes it's clear, so they don't say everything. But of course, as a learner, you want to know that this, is what it is normally. お金がかかる. Okay, let me show you my other file. One sec. Need a file here. Let me switch it. Here we go. So, okay. So, かかる is a very, very useful verb. Okay. So, and you can use かかる for, we just saw like, it costs how much money, to do something. It's not only that, we can use it for like, how much time or how long it takes. Okay, so let me see. This is working. Okay, good. So let's take a look at from the top here. So when you want to say it takes, it takes time to do, verb. I wanted to say verb here. Okay, so it takes time to do, certain things. We can use かかる here too. The formula is this. Verb, dictionary form, no ni. And you need time. You need to put how long it is. And I put ga in brackets. But I'll explain to you why I put it like this. Okay, time ga かかる. Okay, so this is like it takes, how long to do something. So for example, 日本語をマスターするのに時間がかかる. Okay? 日本語をマスターするのに時間がかかる. Let's take a look at this. So, obviously I'm using かかる and I'm talking about, how long it takes. But I'm just saying it takes time. I'm not giving you any specific amount of time, length of time. I'm not saying how many years because it's totally like subjective and also it depends on your personal circumstances. So it's hard to say how long it takes. So 日本語をマスターする. So to master Japanese, and I have verb plus no, and this no, as you can guess, this is actually the nounifying no. So, and this ni is what I call purpose. Purpose ni. Okay, so it makes sense. So for doing this, that is why we have verb plus no ni. So it's not random. It's not just like a phrase. It actually has a meaning. Okay, so verb plus no to nounify, to make a noun. So doing this. So mastering Japanese, and the ni is after the purpose. So purpose ni. So for mastering Japanese, so to master Japanese, and you're saying how long it takes. So 時間, I'm just simply saying 時間. Time is not specified. It's okay if you don't specify it. 時間がかかる. 時間がかかる. Okay. Normally, when the time is not specified, you want to put が here. 時間かかる is also fine too, but the complete pattern is something がかかる. Okay, but of course, depending on what it is, sometimes it's taken away. But you wanna see this, in your head. Okay, that's that. And so some other examples here. So 大阪から東京に行くのに1時間半くらいかかる. Okay, so I'm talking about how long it takes. Of course, this is flying. So 大阪から so from 大阪東京に行く so 行く to go 東京に destination に so to go to Tokyo, and I've nounified it. Okay, so going to Tokyo from Osaka, and this is purpose ni. So for this purpose, for going to Tokyo from Osaka, 1時間半 so like an hour and a half. Okay, so 1.5 hours, like 90 minutes. 1時間半くらい, so about like roughly かかる. So here it was too much for me to say ga, right? Because 1時間半くらい. Okay, that's like already kind of mouthful. So I got rid of ga. So if you have like more like a specific time or like a rough like estimate of time, it's too much to have ga. So you can get rid of it. Okay? So 1時間半くらい. 1時間半くらいかかる. So it takes about 1.5 hours to go to Tokyo from Osaka. So you can do something like this. And if you want to talk about like how long it takes to get ready, 準備する is to get ready, to prepare. 準備するのに so verb のに20分 so 20 minutes かかる. So it takes 20 minutes, for me to get ready. So you can talk about how long it takes to do like a task or, like you're going somewhere, and then say, how long it takes. Or you can talk about how much money it costs too, which is very handy. You don't have to have two different verbs for this. You can just use the same verb. The structure is pretty much the same anyway. So it costs how much money to do something. So instead of time, we'll put money here. So again, verb no ni. So nounify here, and ni for purpose ni. So for doing this, money ga kakaru, it costs money. So exact same thing. 東京に住む to live in Tokyo. And then also like I nounified it, so living in Tokyo, and a purpose ni, so for living in Tokyo, お金がかかる, so it costs お金, it costs お金, it costs お金, it costs money to live in Tokyo. Okay? 東京に住むのにお金がかかる, so it costs money to live in Tokyo. And if you want to be specific about how much it costs, yeah, you can be specific. You can tell how much money it is. But yeah, it's very common to say, oh, it costs money. It's expensive. It's like say, if you want to say, it's expensive to live in New York or London. In New York に住むのにお金がかかる. Or ロンドンに住むのにお金がかかる. You can also say 高い as well. But anyway, and also 大阪から東京に行く. Okay? 大阪から so from 大阪東京に destination に so to Tokyo 行く to go 行くのに so nounify に so for going to Tokyo from 大阪5000円くらいかかる. So it costs about 5,000 yen, which is a bargain, isn't it? It's pretty cheap. Depending on the airline company, you can find a pretty good price. 5000円くらい. So about, so roughly 5000円, so 5,000 yen くらいかかる. So it costs about 5,000 yen to do what? To go to Tokyo from where? From Osaka. So this is really useful, when you talk about how much money it costs to do certain things, or how much time, how long it takes to do certain things. Okay? It's very useful. It's good to kind of learn them together. It's the same verb anyway. It's just about time and money. Well, it's just like taking time and also taking money. So it's like costing money. So it's kind of similar concept anyway. So that's that. And then here I'm using お金がかかる because I'm not specifying how much money it is. So お金がかかる. I mean, but with let's say manga and anime, they might just say お金かかる. That's fine too. But you want to see this, in your head, okay? With your how do you call it? Like through your lenses. Okay. X-ray vision. So let's see. So here 5,000円くらい. And it's too much to say が you know, 5,000円くらいがかかる. Okay, that's too much. So, I mean, it's not a mistake if you say it. But the thing is, like, you know, in Japanese, we want to be, like, energy efficient. So we just say 5,000円くらいかかる. That's fine. Okay, so if it's, like, a little bit more, like, specified or, like, rough, like, estimate, you don't have to say が. But if you're just saying お金, or if you're just simply saying 時間, normally we put が. But it doesn't matter if you get rid of it. Okay? But don't be surprised when you see ga and then sometimes you don't see ga. You know, originally has it. Okay, but you know, oftentimes, some you know, native speakers don't say it. Okay? So that's that. Let me see. So let's go back to Kita-chan. Let's see. So go back to so. Hence, let me see. Let me just close this one. Me? So, アルバム作るの。そう、作ること。作るのって、of course 作るのにそんなにお金かかるんですか is also fine too. You know? そんなに that much. お金かかるんですか Of course, originally, お金がかかるんですか Okay, that would be too much, so like she's not saying it. So, does it cost that much money to make an album? アルバム作るのって、作るのに is absolutely fine too. But 作るのって、in this manga, they say a lot of, they say a lot. アルバム作るのって、you can also say アルバム作るのは、fine. It's more like topic. What? Talking about like, oh, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. で、そんなにお金かかるんですか Cost that much money? Yeah, it is really expensive. Depending on the studio. Depending on which recording studio you go to. Sometimes you go to a cheap place and then like the recording is crap. Like you don't get a good engineer. But anyway. You wanna invest money and get a good engineer and a producer. I don't think you can actually have a producer. Maybe just like a sound engineer. I used to be a sound engineer, so I know about recording, and also I used to produce songs in studio too. So I know how it works. But it's really expensive to hire a studio. そんなにお金かかるんですか? And then so here かかる again. So Nijika-chan says あと it's really small but it says ミュージックビデオあとミュージックビデオ撮影も結構お金かかるよ。じゃあ夏休みは別のバイトも増やさないとですね。Like she doesn't know what to say here. あと so MV, so it says music video, so music video. ミュージックビデオ撮影 we had 撮影 before 撮影 sometimes it could be like shooting, it could be filming too. So in this case video, so like filming, filming a music video もう結構 quite お金 again お金がかかる will be too much to say here, so she says お金かかるよ it costs much, quite a lot of money to film a music video. じゃあ夏休みは別のバイトも増やさないとですね。じゃあ then 夏休み夏 summer 休み like holiday, so summer holiday, summer vacation は、別のバイト 別のバイト. So, バイト, right now, the バイト, the part-time job they have is, working at, sorry, isn't it? But she says, 別の, it's more like another or different. 別のバイト, like other, part-time jobs or, different ones, not just working in this venue. 別のバイトも also 増やさないとですね. Let's see. So from 増やす, we had 増やす before. 増やす to increase something, to have more of something. And she says 増やさないと. Of course, 増やさないといけないです。ないといけない。I have to, increase the amount of バイト別のバイト So she's talking about like working more, having more hours, working in different part-time jobs. Okay? 増やさないとですね。増やさないといけないですね。ね、増やさないとですね。増やさないといけない。have to, I've got to. So I've got to work more. I need to increase my hours in other バイト, other part-time jobs. She's thinking about getting more hours from a different part-time job. During summer holidays, come on. For a high school student, come on, they need to enjoy it. You don't want to end up just working. She says, 肝臓売りに行かなきゃ。肝臓 liver, your organ, 肝臓 okay. 肝臓売りに行かなきゃ。そう。肝臓売りに行かなきゃ。売りに行く。売りに行く。must stem に行く。Let's see. So we had a must stem に行く. Let me see. Somewhere else. Here. If you see, this is from the past, entry. So must stem に行く. So we had it a while ago. To go or to go out to do something. Okay, マスステムに行く. So before we had 北ちゃん saying 謝りに行く. 謝る to apologize. 謝りに行く to go there, to go out, to apologize. I don't know if you remember this, but this is where we used マスステムに行く to go, to do something. So let's go back. There you go. 肝臓売りに行かなきゃ. Okay, here we go. So then the combination of 売る plus 行く, 売りに行く. Okay, so マスステムに行く. 売る must form is 売ります isn't it? So 売り so マスステム売りマスステムに行く so 売りに行く to go to go out or to go to sell what? 肝臓liver. Yeah, liver, your organ. You can't sell that. It's like, I know, you don't want to sell your body part to get money. Okay, it's too precious. Don't do it. So 肝臓売りに行かなきゃ。売りに、そう、行く。行かないといけない。行かないといけない。I have to go. 行かなきゃいけない the same thing. So, I've got to go and sell my liver. 肝臓売りに行かなきゃ。Right? Because she figured out that she won't be able to work more, to meet the requirement. So like she thought about selling her organ. Great. Anyway. And here, let's go. Kita-chan, Nijika-chan. And still saying, お金がかかる。そう。バンドってお金かかるんですね。自分たちでもできるとは思うけど、でもクオリティ低くなっちゃうしね。そう。again バンドって、バンドって、it's pretty much like, yeah, again, it's more like topic. It's very similar to topic where like speaking of a band, you know, I'm talking about this. So バンドって、だからバンドはお金かかるんですね。お金がかかるのですね。It does cost money to, you know, to have a band or to be in a band, right? ですね。自分たちでもできるとは思うけど、自分たち ourselves 自分 is myself 自分たち for plural so ourselves でも even ourselves できる potential of する so we can do it ourselves とは思うけど思う to think I think that we can still do it you know ourselves とは思うけどとは it's more like a filler できると思うけどできるとは思うけど adding more nuance that you know what she's trying to say is not going to be straightforward it's kind of hinting that you know if you just simply say 自分たちでもできると思うけど it's fine too it doesn't change the meaning but if you add 自分たちでもできるとは思うけど it adds like one like a little nuance like it's not gonna be straightforward or it's not going to be you know ideal you know it's hinting that okay but if you don't know if you're not sure about that you can still get rid of it it still makes sense できると思うけど we can still manage it ourselves but でもけどでも it's like but quality let me see let me just move this up okay we go quality so quality quality so quality so quality 低くなっちゃうしねSo 低く is from 低い E adjective low okay 低い and adverb 低く plus you can have a verb so 低くなっちゃう so 低くなるクオリティが低くなる okay, so the quality が低くなる to become low quality will be low so it will be of low quality クオリティが低くなる to be なるなって定フォームなってしまう changed to なっちゃう okay it will be you know unfortunately it will be low quality or the quality will be low なってしまうなっちゃうしねえなっちゃうし again she you know listing reasons なっちゃうから of course you know talking about you can do it I mean we can do it ourselves but the quality will be low so it's not a good idea to do it by ourselves that's what she you know she's trying to say ねなっちゃうしthat's why you know she doesn't I mean you know she doesn't want to do it want the band to do it by themselves you know she wants to you know go to a studio and have the album recorded okay so something she after like you know when you list reasons yeah this Bocchi Bocchi's finger and Bocchi's phone Ushi Finance. It's just a random name of a like a you know like a bank or just like company who can like lend people money. Says 即融資. You don't need to know this. 即融資. 即 like immediately. 融資 is like you can borrow money. Okay. And 今すぐご連絡ください。お金にお困りのあなたをお助けします。So, 今すぐ immediately ご連絡ください It's from 連絡する See 連絡する to contact somebody ご連絡ください This is a very polite way to say please contact us immediately or now 今すぐご連絡くださいお金にお困りのあなたをお助けします。お助けします is from 助ける。助ける is to help. We'll help you. あなた is you. Who is お困り is from 困る to have a problem. お金にお困り is like お金に困る is to have a problem with money. Okay. So we'll help you. We will help, whoever, or, I mean, if you are struggling with money, if you have a problem with money, we'll help you. Okay? お金にお困りのあなたをお助けします。And りょうさん says, ぼっち。ぼっちちゃん。ぼっちちゃん's phone. She says, これ and she still doesn't understand what Ryo-san is trying to do. And ギターを担保にすれば借りれるはずなので、いや曲を作ってきたんだけど、so, ギターを担保にすれば借りれるはずなのでstill talking about borrowing money, getting a loan. ギターを担保にすれば担保 I don't think you would ever need it, but if you maybe watch some like anime about like finances or people borrowing money and things, you might see it or hear this word 担保. Okay, let's see. Security to get a loan or mortgage. 担保. Normally 担保 is like like a house. Something valuable, something super expensive. In order to borrow money from like a bank, like to get a loan. Of course, banks, want to know that it's safe to lend you money. If you can't pay off, then they will just take over the 担保. They'll get your house or the car. That's 担保, but you don't need to know this. But since it's in the manga, so I'm just you have an option to learn this or not. Okay. So ギターを担保にすれば担保にする so make it to make it to 担保 so like if I make the guitar well if I borrow money by using my guitar as security 借りれるはずなので借りれる from 借りる to borrow or to, of course to rent, or in this case it's more like to get a loan. So 借りる originally 借りられる、借りられる potential, but of course 借りられる is too much, isn't it? So we say 借りれる借りれる so we can I can borrow, I can get the money, I can borrow the money. 借りれるはず I'm sure I can get a loan if I use my guitar as a security. はずなので yeah, she's still like, on about making money, getting money, but Ryo-san says something totally different. Yeah, it's not that. 曲を作ってきたんだけど、曲、so song を作って、it's from 作る to make 作る作ってて form 作ってきた so I came so 来る来た past tense I came and then 作ってきた so you come here and then of course you made the song and you came here so well I wrote a song I made a song 来たんだけど、来たんだけどんだ it's like when you're explaining something when you're stating something or just like oh I made a song by the way ね来たんだけどof course the sentence is not complete 曲を作ってきたんだけど、ね、曲を作ってきたんだけど、so they're talking about two different things okay okay 曲を作ってきたんだけどねね聞こう like let's have a listen I'm not talking about that I'm not talking about like getting money or anything I'm talking about a song that I made let's go so here and they're listening let me go just adjust my screens here okay おいいじゃんおE is good. John, like, wow, it sounds great. Huh? Sounds great. I love it. Okay, we go. So, Nijika-chan and Kita-chan. ぼっちちゃんが作詞するんだったよね。私もやってみたいです。私もやってみたいです。Okay, that's the right way. So, ぼっちちゃんが作詞する。作詞する。So we had 作詞 before. But 作詞, is to write lyrics. I mean, 作詞する is to write lyrics and 作詞 is lyric writing. 作詞。作 is from 作る. It's not to make. 詞 is lyrics in this case. So 作詞 is a noun, so lyric writing. 作詞する to write lyrics. Okay? So, ぼっちちゃんが作詞するんだったよね。ぼっちちゃんが作詞する。ね。ぼっち。ぼっち writes, ぼっちちゃん writes the lyric. ぼっちちゃん writes the lyrics. だってね、like, write? だってね、するんだよね is also fine too. It doesn't have to be in the past tense. するんだったよね。するんだよね is also fine too. Okay. So, it is Bocchi-chan who is going to write lyrics, right? Or like Bocchi-chan is going to write lyrics for this song, right? And Kita-chan says, 私もso me too やってみたいですやる to do やって手 for 見る手見る try to do something so やってみたい try doing something I want to try I want to try that I want to try it too okay let me see so it's from やってみたい it's from 手見る so let's go we had this before so I'm skipping to the previous note 手見る so 手 form plus 見る to try doing something 手見る so here やって手 form of やる to do やってみる try doing 見たい form so I wanna try doing that so I want to try that And this just polite. 私もやってみたいです。ごめん、やってみたいです。I wanna try that too. Let's go. And this is Ryo-san telling Kita-chan. そう、作詞は簡単に思われがちだけど、意外と難易度高いから音楽経験豊富な人が向いてる。じゃあ後藤さん、すごい仕事任されてるのね。作詞は簡単に思われがちだけど、Okay, so 作詞。Let's go. Let's go back to where I was and see. So we have 作詞 here. 作詞 lyric writing. 作詞は簡単に思われがち。Okay, need to break it down. So let's break it down to this. So 簡単に思う。So 簡単に is from 簡単、not adjective, but 簡単に is the adverb, and 思う to think. To think that it's easy. Okay. Of course, that's not the case. It's not easy to write lyrics. Okay, you gotta think about the rhythm, melody, and everything. It's not an easy job. Okay, so 簡単に思う。Okay, so 簡単に思う to think that it's easy. And 思われる is the passive. Passive form. So 思う passive. 思われる 思われる it is thought or to be thought. So it's a passive form. Okay. 思われる So 簡単に思う change to 簡単に思われる簡単に思われる、thought. It is thought that it's easy. It's regarded as easy or mistaken as easy. What is mistaken as easy? 作詞 lyric writing. 思われ passive 思われる but 思われがち思われがちだけどGachi is like having tendency to do something. Yeah. So this is like multi-layered. It's really hard. I mean, for like people even like with N1 or N2 to even understand the sentence. Okay, but if you break it down, it's actually not too hard. Okay? So 作詞はThis is topic-wise fine. 作詞は speaking about talking about 作詞 lyric writing. On this topic, 簡単に思われがちだけど、So I put it together here. 作詞は簡単に思われがち。So lyric writing. So がち is like tend to. So, but this is passive. So tends to be misunderstood as easy. Okay? Or tend to be like thought as easy, but it's not like it shouldn't be that way. 思われがち。がち is like having tendency. That's that. Okay. 思われがちだけど、意外と、so we had 意外 before, but 意外と難易度高い。This quote itself is 難易度高い is like having a hard difficulty, so like difficult, being difficult. So 難易度 difficulty. Okay. 難易度高い is from 難易度が高い. So difficulty is high, meaning very difficult. Okay. And 意外と we had 意外と before. Okay, surprisingly. surprisingly 難易度高い。So 難 the same 感じ as 難しい。難易 this one is like easy, difficulty, easy. 度 is like a measurement. So difficulty 高い high. So like it's very difficult. 難易度高いよ。難易度が高い。being very difficult. から、難易度高いから、so, therefore, 音楽経験豊富な人が向いてる。音楽、music, 経験、experience, 豊富 is like being like rich in something. 豊富 but 経験豊富経験豊富 if you say 経験豊富 like having a lot of experience or being experienced. Okay? Let's see. Put this here. So 経験 is experience. We had a 経験経験値 like experience points in the Mario RPG streams. 経験 so 経験 experience 経験豊富 like rich in something or wealthy in something 豊富経験豊富 so meaning experienced. 経験豊富経験豊富な an adjective 豊富な is an adjective so 経験豊富な人 is a person who is experienced musically or in music な人が向いてる向いてる something が向いてる向いてる like to be suitable appropriate or someone like is someone fits betterが someone が向いてる so person who is experienced in music is suitable for the job じゃあthen じゃあ後藤さんすごい仕事任されてるのねthen 後藤さん Bocchi's surname 後藤さん後藤さんすごい great impressive すごい仕事、impressive job 仕事任されてるのねWe had a 任されてる before like when Bocchi was like kind of complaining that like Kita-chan starting as a new person but like being entrusted to do the job's task that she wasn't even supposed to Bocchi wasn't supposed to do so we had this 任されてる before being assigned or entrusted すごい仕事任されてるのねそう後藤さんねぼっちちゃんはねすごい仕事任されてるのね like impressive work is entrusted to you or you're responsible for something very impressive and then this kind of like makes us so cocky here 作詞なんて朝飯前ちょいのちょいですよてれ後藤さんすぐ調子乗るわねこれフラグじゃないそう作詞 we had 作詞 lyric writing なんて朝飯前朝飯 It's not really a good word to say it on its own but if it's 朝飯前it's a phrase so it's okay 朝飯 if you put it properly it's 朝ごはん but 朝飯 is not really good word to say on its own okay so 朝飯 is breakfast 前 before so before breakfast what does it mean it means like it's easy to do because like back in the day in Japan like especially like in Edo period people only ate twice a day okay? Meaning that before breakfast, they had no energy and power to do anything. So they had to eat something in the morning, and then get more energy, to do the job, right? So 朝飯前, if you say 朝飯前, something that you can do before eating breakfast, okay? Meaning like it doesn't take much effort, doesn't take, much energy. That's easy. It's a piece of cake, okay? So that's the reason behind this phrase. Something なんて朝飯前.朝飯前 is something is a piece of cake. It's too easy. It's easy for me to do. Okay. So ちょちょいのちょいちょちょいのちょいですよ。ちょちょいのちょい like just a phrase to say something is easy. Like I can just like touch and it's done. Like easily done. ちょちょいのちょい。ちょちょいのちょい。Like, with my fingers I can do it easily. ちょちょいのちょいですよ。And てれ is like when you are like a little bit like tereru, like to be slightly embarrassed and in the spotlight. Tere. Let's see. 後藤さんすぐ調子乗るわね。調子乗る is 調子に乗る originally. 調子に乗る。One is to get carried away and then like lose yourself. But 調子乗る or 調子に乗る to be like this, like, that's easy, like, to be overconfident, to be cocky. 調子乗るわね. Okay, so 調子に乗る. So originally it's 調子に乗る. To get cocky, to be overconfident, or it means to get carried away and kind of lose yourself. すぐ調子乗るわね。like すぐ like quickly 調子乗るわね。You get cocky so easily, right? これフラグじゃない？これフラグじゃない？フラグ。Right here. So フラグ obviously it's from like flag. Normally like in English it's like red flag, but it's not always like red flag in Japanese. フラグ. Very similar to like red flags, but it doesn't always have to be like negative or dangerous or something bad. But in Japanese, if you say フラグ in pop culture, like it's used in anime, manga, video games, pop culture. Of course, ranobe, like light novels too. フラグ. Flags or signs foreshadowing future events. So like some like patterns where like a boy and a girl like they bump into each other at the corner or something and then they fall in love kind of thing. That's a flag, so flag, often used in like a romantic comedy, 恋愛もの. So we have a lot of flag, like patterns, okay? To hint, to give you a hint, so you can kind of predict what's going to happen. So flag. So in this case, 後藤さんすぐ調子乗るわね。これフラグじゃない？ Isn't this a flag? Meaning that like she's being like very cocky and overconfident. And isn't this a flag? Meaning that like, oh, maybe it's not gonna go well. Like a character being like, that's a piece of cake, I can do it, that's so easy. And then like typically it doesn't go well. So she's saying これフラグじゃない? Isn't this a flag? Flag. You see, and Kita-chan was right. 1週間後 so 1週間 a week go after, so a week later. 1週間 a week, 1週間後 1週間後 a week later 1週間後 a week after this you know, like, yeah, it's easy, I can do that, you leave it to me, you know, that's easy for me no problem. And then 1週間後ズーン何も思いつかない See what happened. So 思いつく We had 思いつくin the recent Genshin stream where Bennett was trying to like think about what to do, and he didn't have any good ideas, and he said 思いつかない I think. So 思いつく okay, to come up with, you know, an idea, to think of something fun, or in this case think of like, you know, good lyrics, you know, to have an idea. 思いつく okay. And she says 何も思いつかない So 思いつく negative 思いつかない and 何も plus negative same as 全然 like 全然思いつかない like I can't think of anything at all, like I have no idea what to do 何も思いつかない See, Kita-chan was right actually. And see what she's actually doing. 歌詞は一行も書けてないのにサインは完成してしまった。こんなことしてる場合じゃないのに。そう歌詞 lyrics. See. そう歌詞 lyrics ね。歌詞は should have put it up there, but let me see. Let me just move it. そう歌詞 Did it go? Oh, here we go. 歌詞This is song, she, lyrics, so song lyrics, 歌詞歌詞は、ね、一行も書けてない、歌詞は lyrics は一行も書けてないのにサインは完成してしまったShe's writing her autographs. She actually completed her autograph. So 歌詞は一行も書けてない。一行 a line 一行も書けてない。一行も書けてない。そう書けてない is from 書く so 書く to write 書ける potential to be able to write but 書ける書けて form of 書ける書けていない haven't been able to write 一行も so haven't been able to write a single line 一行も書けていないのに so though or even though I haven't been able to write you know, a single line of the lyrics サインは完成してしまった完成する something completes something が完成する、完成する something completes okay intransitive. Normally, sign, autograph, 完成した. If you say サインが完成した, my autograph is complete. So if you just say, サインが完成した, because since originally it's something が完成する, it's more, it's more straightforward. You're simply saying, oh, my signature, my autograph is complete. But in this case, サインは完成した。ごめん。サインは、so, guys changed to は、サインは完成した。Of course, in this case, してしまった。てしまう。In this case, just like action completed. I have completed, or the sign has, autograph has been completed. So why is it は? If I just compare, サインが完成した versus サインは完成した。してしまった but I'm just simplifying. Just to compare the difference. So in this case, it's more like サインは完成したけど歌詞は完成していない. That's the whole thing. So just I just combine the two things and then show you like why it's using は. So if I just put it properly, サインは完成したけど歌詞は完成していないをかけていない since she just talked about she hasn't been able to write a single line yet. So she's comparing and contrasting the progress of the lyric writing versus making her own autograph. Okay, and she did a good job, making her own autograph. Okay, that's fine. But on the other hand, she was unable to, write any lyrics. Okay, so she's comparing the two. So, okay. So if you say サインが完成した, it's just simple, straightforward. Oh, my autograph is complete. But in this case, サインは完成した. Of course, してしまった. Let's ignore the してしまった. Why is it what? Because of this. What's implied after, or, with the whole thing. 歌詞, lyrics は完成していない. Like, it's not complete. Okay? So lyrics, it's not complete, or haven't been able to do any work. Okay, so when you compare the two things like this, one is complete. In this case, one is fine, but the other one is not, kind of thing. Okay, you use は to contrast the two. Okay, that is why normally it's something が完成した, but it's changed to は because she wanted to compare signs, so autograph, to the lyrics, and then comparing the progress. Okay, so it's always like, again, I keep I've said it many times, and there's no quick answer to like ga wa business, but this is like, it's something like you have to do it one by one like this, because normally intransitive verb will take subject ga like this. Normally, that's what normally it is. But when the nuance is not straightforward, oftentimes ga changes to wa. So you have to explain it like this. It's not random. It's not the topic. It's not the subject. A lot of people misunderstand it, but this is not the topic. This is what happens here because it's contrasting, and also the nuance is not straightforward. It's not as straightforward as this. So then you can explain yourself. Okay, the topic of wa and ga is like discussed, debated so much online, but like honestly, you have to analyze it one by one like this, and then there's no quick answer. Okay, so let's see. also like even without that, like I don't know why people talk about it so much. You might have noticed, like, in my streams, like, I do a lot of immersion, like, we go through video games and read a lot of manga and things like that. The question of wa and ga wasn't even like, it didn't even come up. It's not even a big problem. If you understand when this happens, it's just not even an issue. But people talk about it a lot because they don't actually see the bigger picture, or they haven't learned many different patterns or different grammar points. So they just always trying to find like a quick way. Unfortunately, it's not a quick way. There's no shortcut to it. Okay. So サインは完成してしまった。てしまう、てしまった past tense. Okay. This one, yeah, talking about like completion, the completed action. こんなことしてる場合じゃないのに。Okay. So こんなこと、ね、something like this or such a thing. こんなことしてる場合じゃない。Yeah, so 場合, one sec. 場合 means different things. So a situation, case, occasion. But in this case, it's more like こんなことしてる場合じゃないのに. It's more like I shouldn't be doing, something like this. I shouldn't be doing this. Okay. So it's not the time. It's not the time to do such a thing. Okay. So こんなことしてる場合じゃないのに. Just saying she's not really supposed to be, drawing her autographs like this. She's supposed to be writing, lyrics. ないのにね but she has an idea. Like, hang on a minute. そういえば中学の頃書いてた作詞ノートがあったはず。そういえば、you see, we have そういえば so many times. そういえば。But in this case, again, she's talking about, writing lyrics and, talking about lyric writing. So, speaking of, lyric writing, or speaking of lyrics. そういえば中学の頃。中学、middle school, junior high school, 中学, of course, 中学校, but 中学の頃, so when I was, in junior high school, 書いていた, I was writing 作詞ノート。作詞ノート, so notebook of lyrics, like a lyric, like book があったはず、ある to be あった so はず for like I'm sure that there was like a notebook with lyrics which I was writing when I was at junior high school. Okay. So she starts looking for 作詞ノート and then see what she wrote. And she says 重曹is like a curse. Okay. I'm not gonna read this out because it sounds really bad, and it's like pretty negative because like basically this page talks about like casting like a bad spell on somebody that you hate. So I'm not gonna read it out. So that's why she says like 重曹 curse, a hex, or a negative like spell. Yeah, just so you don't need to know this, but it's just like it was like a joke here. So, she thought she has, maybe like a stock, of some lyric ideas, but she looked at it and it's like it was absolutely useless because she was like cursing, it is like kind of bad luck. So I'm not gonna read it. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Let me just go to the next bit. Okay, we go. ああ、cute. えっと、うん。整理しよう。この曲は北さんが歌うんだ。So, so handwriting. It says Kita, so Kita-chan, so vocal guitar. 明るい, like a cheerful, 優しい, kind, 可愛い, cute. Goto, Goto, Bocchi-chan himself, Bocchi-chan herself, Goto, GT, so guitar, commercial, having, communication problems. And, Ijichi is Nijika-chan. Ijichi, DR, so drums. Genki, like energetic, lively. Homejozu, she's very good at praising people, giving compliments. And so Yamada Ryo-san, BA, so bass. 草を食べる eats grass. 喋らない 喋る is to chat. So 喋らない she doesn't chat. コミュ障というわけではない It doesn't mean that she is コミュ障 Okay, she doesn't have like communication problems. Or she is not a コミュ障 Okay. 整理しようこの曲は北さんが歌うんだ So 整理しよう is from 整理する整理する Normally it means like to tidy up something or clean up something 整理する So like if you say 机を整理する机 like the the desk 机を整理する means that you tidy up your desk. Okay, so 整理する so tidy, organize or arrange something or to sort out something 整理する Okay, so 整理しようvolitional. Let's do this. Okay, but in this case, it's not like she's not like tidying up the desk or anything. So like she's more like she wants to clarify. She wants to make things clear. About like just like think about the dynamics of people and who is doing what kind of personality. And so she says 整理しよう she's not talking about like cleaning up the room or tidying up the desk, but like she's talking about like to clarify something, to make it easier to understand, or like collect her thoughts and put it arrange it nicely so she can understand better. That's what she means. 整理しよう、この曲は This song は、北さんが歌うんだ。そう北さんが歌うんだ歌う、to sing. So この曲は、北さんが歌うんだ。北ちゃん、is going to sing. This song is going to be sung by 北ちゃん is going to sing this song. Of course, if you put it like in a more like N5 order, then 北さんはこの歌を歌う。But in this case, この曲は北さんが歌うんだ。In this case, it's more like この曲は、talking about this song. So like this is like topic は not subject. It's not the subject. Subject is actually this one. 北さんが歌うんだ。この曲は北さんが歌うんだ。And you can't use wa here because wa is actually used here once, and it's gonna sound weird if you have wa in a sentence many times. So 北さんが歌うんだ。This song, is something that Kita-chan is going to sing. Kita-san is gonna sing. For explaining it to yourself, okay? Or telling yourself. 北明るい歌詞、青春ソングかな。暗い歌詞だったらいくらでも書けるけど、私一人のバンドじゃないし、悪の強いバンドになるのも皆望んでないはず。きたー。明るい bright 歌詞 lyrics 青春ソングかな。 Seishun, we had seishun many times, seishun, youth. Seishun song, like songs that are like youthful. Which Bocchi actually hates. She can't stand it. 青春ソングかな。暗い歌詞。So dark 暗い歌詞 lyrics 暗い歌詞だったらconditional 暗い歌詞だったら if it's dark lyrics or if the lyrics is dark いくらでも書けるけどいくらでも書ける書ける potential I can write いくらでもI can write as much as I want, as much as I like. いくらでも書けるけど、but 私一人のバンドじゃないし、そう私一人 myself の、I myself のバンドじゃないし、it's not my own band or it's not like my own like one man band 私一人のバンドじゃないし again ないし listing reasons 悪の強いバンドになるのもみんな望んでいないはず、悪の強い、it's from 悪 let's see originally 悪が強い悪が強いAku is actually from food. Okay, aku. Aku is like a taste that's like really bitter. And you know, aku. Normally you kind of have to get rid of it, like when you're cooking. So like the food is not gonna taste better. So aku ga tsuyoi. But of course, you know, now it's used more like metaphorically. So aku ga tsuyoi. It's a metaphor. So it's more like edgy. You know, having like an edge. 望む hope, to hope something, to wish, or you know something that you're looking for. Let's see. 悪の強いバンド、そう悪の強い、same as 悪が強い、そう edgy、バンドになる。To be an edgy band のもなることも、みんな everyone 望んでいない they're not hoping or of course you can say they don't want you know everyone doesn't want like an edgy band or they don't want to be an edgy band ないはず I'm sure she like decides like not to write dark lyrics and she's trying to convince herself 明るい人間になりきるんだ私は陽キャナイトプールでサーフィンをする女明るい人間になりきるso 明るい so bright or cheerful 人間 person になりきるなりきる is of course なりきる is from なる to be なりきる to become completely なりきるんだ、So like of course like you know pretend to be a cheerful person you know or to be like you know she's telling herself like to be yoka like a cheerful person you know happy cheerful person yoka 明るい人間になりきるんだ so なりきる to you know pretend impersonate to pretend to be somebody completely なりきる明るい人間になりきるんだ She's telling herself do this 私は陽キャ I'm 陽キャナイトプールでサーフィンをする女ナイトプールそうナイトプールでサーフィンをする女 a woman who surfs in the night pool I don't know what she's imagining here oh okay this Ah, she's really trying to like convince herself, hypnotism, and then that's why she actually says Anji later. Okay, I see. Yeah, she's like trying to like believe, herself. I mean, believe that she's an akarui person. She's trying to pretend to be that, and we iki mina vibes 上げてこう。お兄さんテキーラ追加。I think that's お母さん. That's her mom. We like we iki is like when you go to like a drinking party, people like kind of chant iki. It means like bottoms up, like drink the whole thing. That's what it means. Iki means like all in one go. Iki. So drink it, みんなバイブス上げてこう。そうみんなバイブス、そうvibes上げてこう。like raise your vibes. Or like get into the groove kind of thing. お兄さんテキーラ追加。テキーラ追加する is to, of course 追加する is to add, so like more tequila please. She's just like trying to be a yokia, and then this is her version of it. And お母さん, her mom is actually looking, and then maybe she's very concerned. Yeah, it says haha. So that's お母さん here. Let's see. Okay. So here. 違う。これは明るい人じゃなくてただのパリピだ。暗示じゃダメだ。北さんになりきるんだ。So, 違う。That's not right. Okay? That's different. これは This is これは This is A is B structure. So これは So this is 明るい人 So cheerful person じゃなくて not cheerful person じゃなくて and ただのjust パリピ Soパリピ is like party people, but party person, like a party animal. ただのパリピで it's just a party animal. 暗示じゃダメだ。暗示じゃダメだ。北さんになりきるんだ。暗示。She's talking about like it's not just 暗示 but 自己暗示。自己 like self 暗示 like self suggestion, auto suggestion. But since I just saw her doing this is like more like hypnotism, like like trying to kind of make somebody believe in what you're saying, so she's trying to like hypnotize herself. Okay, so Anji, it's not just like self-suggestion, but she's actually talking about hypnotism. Anji じゃダメだ。ね、暗示じゃダメだ。ね、like 暗示 of course originally it's like self-suggestion, auto-suggestion, but she actually means more like this. So hypnotizing myself is not good, or it's not good enough. 北さんになりきるんだ。So 北さんになりきる。Again, we had なりきる just earlier to become in this case to become somebody completely. Okay. 北さんになりきるんだ。I really like I have to be like I've got to be 北さん like completely. And then now she pretends to be 北ちゃん here, and she says 今日渋谷行く人この指止まれ。今日渋谷行く人 この指止まれ。Okay. So, この指止まれ. So, 指 finger. This is like この指止まれ. It's something that the kids say. So when they're like playing, and then like one of them will say blah 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 の人をしたい人この指止まれ。Meaning like just gather here, like who wants to do this, you know, if you want to do this, come here, kind of thing. Okay. So that's why she's, you know, doing like pointing a finger like this. この指止まれ。この指止まれ。Like, you know, come here and like, you know, perch on this finger. That's literally what it means. But means that like if you wanna do this, if you wanna do this, 渋谷行く人、行きたい人 is also fine too in this case. 渋谷行く人、渋谷に行く人、行きたい人. So who's going to you know, if you're going to Shibuya or the person, you're a person who is going to Shibuya, or if you want to go to Shibuya, この指止まれ。ね、come here. come on, join me, kind of thing. You know, who wants to do this? And says 自分を北だと思い込む後藤の図。Okay, so 自分を so herself を北だと思い込む。To believe, you know, to believe fully that, you know, she is 北ちゃん。北だと思い込む。Okay. Let's see. Yeah. 思い込む。So like, you know, you want to believe, you want to fully believe and convince yourself that you are 北ちゃん。So 北だと思い込む。So convince, you know, herself as 北ちゃん。後藤、so 後藤、ぼっちちゃん。ぼっちちゃんの図 is more like kind of picture. So she's like pretending to be 北ちゃん and she's imagining herself being 北ちゃん. You know, even more than just being like a, you know, 明るい人間 like 陽キャ. She's like trying to like really be 北ちゃん here. She continues and says, ここは有名なイソスタ映えスポットらしいわ。あと10分後に花火が打ち上がるからみんなで写真撮ろうね。Okay. So ここはthis is simply A is B structure. So ここはthis place は is A は B structure. 有名な famous. So it says イソスタ映え but originally it's from インスタ映え. Okay. So if you say インスタ映え is a very new word. Okay. A very, very new kind of term. インスタ映え. Of course, talking about like Instagram, Insta by like Insta, like worthy, like something looks good on Instagram, you know, Insta by. It's like a kind of really like a new word. Like every year, there are a lot of like new expressions and like terms created, and you know, Insta by is like one of them. Yeah, Insta worthy, something looks good on Instagram. So of course, you know, in this manga, they can't say Insta, so she says Isosta. Okay, so we had Isosta before, so instead of Insta, she says Isosta. So Insta bae, but Isosta bae. Insta bae, Isosta bae spot らしいわ. So, like Insta worthy spot らしい. Like, I've heard, or it seems like, this place is a famous, you know, Insta spot, like Insta worthy spot. あと10分後に so 10 minutes later or 10 more minutes until 花火が打ち上がる so 花火 fireworks. Let's see. So 花火 花火が打ち上がる。So 打ち上がる on its own, like, like to go up, like, to launch. Okay. So 打ち上がる、花火が打ち上がる。So the fireworks, gets launched. So 花火が打ち上がる fireworks. Fireworks are launched. あと10分後に花火が打ち上がるから、So みんなで写真撮ろうね。Like, let's take a picture together. So she's trying to be Kita-chan. So she's saying, some lines that Kita-chan, might say or Kita-chan would say. And お母さん、ね、ぼっちちゃんのお母さん、so Bocchi's mom thought that she was possessed. So, お母さんの知り合いに有名な霊能力者がいます。明日一緒にお祓いに行きましょう。そう、お母さんの知り合い acquaintance, or it could be a friend or person she knows. お母さんの知り合いに有名な famous 霊能力者。霊 ghost 能力 skill 者 person, so like a psychic, a medium, psychic, 霊能力者。霊能者 is also fine too. I almost said it, but 霊能力者 or 霊能者 or sometimes 霊媒師. We have many different words for something like this, psychic or like a medium. Let's see. 霊能力者がいます。from いる to be. So, there is a famous, psychic in my like acquaintances, or I know someone who is a famous, psychic. 明日, so tomorrow, 一緒に together, お祓い is like cleansing or purification. So you go to like a psychic or someone like who has like a special, spiritual power, and if you go there for oharai, they'll clean yourself, clean everything for you. So you don't get like you'll be no longer possessed by like a spirit or demon. So お祓い、一緒にお祓いに行きましょう。お祓いにナウンに行きましょう。Let's go to do this. 5回5回 We had a 5回 before misunderstanding. 5回 That's a misunderstanding, or you misunderstand me. Okay. Let me just quickly check the chat. Sorry, I haven't been checking. I was just going as much as possible. Let me just check my chat. Let's see. Okay, sorry about this. Let me just. Okay, no cake. Sorry, I'm here. こんばんは. You said こんばんは. Sorry, I haven't checked your chat. Andrew, sleep pattern go. Lala says sleep. Never heard of her. You gotta sleep, Lala. Saito, no more sleep pattern. Now there's a thing that I didn't have for like 20 years. Oh my gosh, seriously? Zaito, you've got to sleep. I'm a night owl myself too, but I do sleep. And let me just have my tea. I'm so thirsty. Oishii. I just had a sip. Let's see. Let me see. I know. Patrick, glad my earliest shift is at 10 a.m. Oh wow. And you work remote? Oh, so lucky. Yeah, I can't wake up early either. Saito, ever since home office became a thing, I'm often down to 3 to 4 hours of sleep at night. 3 3 to 4 hours of sleep. That's not enough. Oh, I mean, if I only sleep for 3 to 4 hours a day, I don't know. Like I'll be like so exhausted every day. Let me see. Patrick, usually have a headache if I sleep too little. I know, like I can't even stay up like if I don't get enough sleep. Let me see. I might have to skip a little bit. 1 sec. Yeah, Lala, that crazy. I cannot function if I don't have at least 9 hours. 9 hours of sleep. That's pretty good, Lala. I wish I could have that. 9 hours. If I can get 9 hours, maybe over the weekend, you know, I'll be happy. Let me see. I'm just going through the chat. It's very quickly. I might not be able to read everything, but let's see. Everyone talking about the sleep schedule. In British English, we say schedule, but schedule, both are fine. Let's see. Talking about sleeping and gaming, sleeping schedule and gaming. Let's see. Okay, I like that you guys are talking to each other. Great. Let's see. What is good? Like this is like a sleep schedule help group. Let me see. Let me see. Andrew has a question. Is there a use case when you use king instead of okane? Kane ga hakaru. Kane, you mean like kane? Kane is not. I personally never say kane because it doesn't sound very good if you say kane. Normally we say okane since you know, okane, like money, you know, it's something, well, let's say like it's important. You don't want to, let's say like you don't want to waste money, for example. You don't want to undervalue, you know, like things. And so if you say kane, the tone will be a little bit too aggressive in a way. So like, let's see, if there's a if there's a yakuza character saying kane, you know, like money, okay, sure, like it makes sense. But I would normally say okane because, you know, I don't want to sound rude, you know. So it is advisable to use okane over just saying kane. Okay. I mean, if it's like a neutral, you know, sentence that nobody will see, okay, that's fine. But you know, if the message or the writing is seen by somebody, you might want to just say okane just to be on the safe side, because just saying kane instead of okane is a little bit too, it's on the rude side of things. Okay. So let me see. No, it's okay. You can talk about whatever you want. Yeah, Andrew, you're right. You can talk about whatever you want. I don't mind. You know, since like, you know, when I'm teaching like this, I can't pay attention to the chat all the time. So let me see. Crikey, you're here. Thanks for joining here. Okay. Hechi, Crikey, Kezaito, and Hoska Felix. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Taenyan, for the stream. Your explanations are super helpful, especially if I need to sell my liver. Yeah, I think that will be useful, huh? That's the highlight of the day today, isn't it? Thank you so much for your donation, Hosko Felix. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much. And Soy also, you're here. Good. And let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Taenyan, can you make an explanation video? If it will take long, about let me see. Why a lot of sentences end in kedo? Kedo. Let me see. いいんだけど I see. It's just because like they don't say everything after kedo. So it's like but dot dot dot. Like they have more things to say, but it's already clear from the context. So that's why like いいんだけど for example. いいんだけど and then they have something else to say. But they don't complete the sentence. That's why. Okay. It's literally what it is. Okay. So, like, you know, like in this manga, we've seen a lot of things, like a lot of like incomplete sentences, right? It's pretty much the same thing. You know, like we've seen a lot of sentences ending with she, because the context is already clear. And, these lines weren't even complete because you were supposed to kind of, complete it in your head and kind of like discern what it means and what's implied. So yeah, we do that often. Okay. So like it's hard to like expect complete sentences. You know, when you are especially like reading something like this or when you're watching anime or let's see, even like listening to people's conversations, a lot of sentences or lines are not even complete because oftentimes it's clear, and it's obvious that we don't even have to explain what it is. Okay, so that's why we don't actually say the whole thing. Okay. Let me see. そう、ちょちょいのちょいですよ。I eat lyrics for breakfast. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let me see. Yeah. So the first cho isn't stuttering in this case. Which one? Okay, let me see. ちょちょいのちょいですよ, isn't it? Okay, yeah. ちょちょいのちょい is like a phrase. Andrew. So ちょちょいのちょいですよ. Yeah. This is not like her usual stuttering. ちょちょいのちょい. Like, to describe something, it's like, just easy, something easy to do, piece of cake. I can do that easily in my sleep. ちょちょいのちょいですよ. Okay. So that's what it means. Let me see. So I don't think so. I think I've heard this expression in the past. ちょちょいのちょい is one phrase. It's one phrase. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if Jisho even has ちょちょいのちょいbecause it's so like native like, and it's not really like I don't know if it can be actually like listed in the dictionary. I never look it up, so I don't know. But yeah, ちょちょいのちょい. And it's a little bit old-fashioned too. That's why like soy, like you've never heard of this expression. No wonder. Let me see. Okay. Give me the 近道. 毎日一人呪っていくね. I know. That's why I didn't read it. I didn't read this. It's just too scary. Okay. Or maybe I shouldn't even showing you this. It's like kind of, yeah. I don't want the stream to be negative. Okay. Let me see. Koa. Bocchi the artist, yeah, the star, yeah, I know, like I like these autographs. I think she went for this one in the end. This is her official one, I think. Let's see, changing Insta to Isosta is pretty smart move. Yeah, exactly, it is similar. And yeah, oftentimes in pop culture they do something like that. Like for example, like we when we talk about like line, line, you know, like in a messenger. Instead of line, sometimes some you know, mangas, they say like lime instead. They just change one thing, and so we know what they're talking about. You know, it's kind of common thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It has chochoi no choi. Okay. I see. I don't even look up in the in Jisho. So yeah, chochoi no choi. It has like a rhythm to it too. You know, chochoi no choi. Yeah, but I don't know if like, you know, younger generations will say. I've heard of it like many times, but chochoi no choi, chochoi no choi. Like personally, I wouldn't say it. I would just say like, you know, kantan sugiru. You know, I would just simplify it. But anyway. you're here 終わりに間に合うようにここにいる You're just in time for the end. Okay. Zaito, legally distinct brand name. Is that what they say in the dictionary? I have no idea. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. McDonald's. Okay. Change the M to W. Yeah, brand names. Yeah, right. Yeah. This happens a lot. Yeah, you change like a little bit, you know, to like a brand name. Like, yeah, in this case, you know, Isosta from Instagram. So instead of Insta, they say Isosta. Okay. Let's see. I think. Oh wow. Okay, so we went through. Well, I think that's enough. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to give you, you know, too many things, you know, because, you know, if it's too much to review, you know, you might not want to do it. So like, I would just stop here. Okay, just stop here, so it's easy, you know, to go over again if you want to. I'll give you, of course, I will tidy up in my notes as usual. Okay, I tidy up everything and I make you know, a nice PDF file later. I'll upload it within like an hour or max 2. Okay, so I hope you can review and you know, go over some of the notes. Okay, but if you're a beginner, don't worry too much. Like especially like Lala, you said that you know, you found it too hard sometimes. But again, just try what you can. You don't have to know everything. Don't have to know everything. Just maybe set a goal. You know, if you are like an absolute beginner, set a goal. Oh, I want to be able to, you know, read hiragana faster or something. And then that's it. That's fine. You know, like don't push yourself too much. You know, if you're like, if you're just starting, you don't have to understand everything. Okay, just like, okay, my goal is to be, you know, faster at reading, you know, hiragana and katakana. That's okay. You can always come back to this, you know, later as you like learn more things, and then it will make more sense if you watch some other, you know, archives of mine. It gets so much easier to understand what I'm talking about, you know. So, yeah, if I were you, I would just, okay, I'm gonna just like maybe learn maybe 5 interesting words and trying to, you know, get comfortable with, you know, hiragana and katakana only or something. That's fine. You know, just set like a goal, you know, from each stream or stream archive, and then just like, you know, trying to just enjoy it. You're trying to get used to the sounds, trying to get used to, you know, how we speak. And, you know, eventually, you know, if you repeat that, you know, if you just always add like a little extra, you know, each time, you'll be able to actually learn a lot. But like if you are overwhelmed, don't try too much. My advice is to just do like little things, you know, at the time, and just, you know, just do what you can manage. Okay, instead of just like trying to take over the whole world. Okay, you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna just, you know, okay, this is not really good. Let me see. Which will be, yeah, like a kakaru, for example. You know, we were talking about kakaru. Okay, so if you want to just learn this expression, you know, that's a really, you know, good idea. okay, I'm gonna just learn one grammar point, from this stream. That's also fine too. Just like do whatever you can. You don't have to go through every single thing that I've talked about. I'm just giving you options. You just choose whatever you want to choose. Okay. And you can always come back to this because I'm not gonna delete any of the archives or anything. So don't worry. Okay, I'm not gonna charge money, or it's for everyone. Okay, to learn. Okay, so I think I've talked too much, so I'm gonna go. Okay, but thank you so much, guys and girls, for your time. And let me have a look. Yeah, お疲れ様です。So he says お疲れ様です。いつも通りありがとう。You're welcome. どういたしまして。Patrick says ライブありがとうございますね。どういたしまして。You're very welcome, guys. And thank you for staying till the end. I do appreciate it because sometimes like I kind of have not fear, but like I kind of worry like, oh, what if nobody's listening or watching? I know that you guys support me, but sometimes I kind of feel like, oh, what if I'm the only one here right now, so like it's good that like you guys are actually here like till the end, and then like, trying to be here for me and for everyone else. It makes me very happy, and that's why I keep going. I'm not gonna give up or anything. Okay, I'm not gonna just say, oh, I can't do this anymore. I will do this. Okay, whatever happens. So, and let me see. And Hechi, bye bye. ありがとうね。そう、優しい私。I'm like too kind. And Knife says thank you, Taenyan. You're very welcome, Knife. You're very welcome here. And Patrick, またね。ありがとうね。And Kessoku Band, いつもありがとう。You're very welcome. And Liliba, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. And so, またね。ありがとうね。Wonil, you're here. Did you miss last time? I have a very good memory, by the way. Some people freak out. Like, how do you remember that I wasn't there in the last stream? I remember a lot. So, okay, don't freak out. I have a very good memory. Anyway, and Zaito, yeah, thanks for the stream. You're very welcome. And I can't even pronounce sorry, I can't pronounce your name. But yeah, thank you for your message here. Elena, for me, now it will be cool to be able to understand some words and expressions. Yeah. Elena, so yeah, you just said it like don't do everything, okay? Just learn something new. 5 things, just to set a target, for each, stream or each video archive. Just set, okay, I'm gonna just learn 5 new things, and that's fine. You don't have to, take over the whole thing. Okay, you don't have to push yourself too much. Okay. So he says, I take so many notes during these streams. Yeah, that's great too. Yeah, so you know a lot. So, you might not have to write every single thing, but of course, it's a great attitude. Okay. Unique says, じゃあね、ありがとうね. And Andrew, お疲れ、ありがとうね. Good. So I'm going. Okay, ありがとう。じゃあまたね。行くよ。またね、ありがとうね. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay.